Hi, my name is Maxine McQuaig, and I live at 646 Main Street. I do not object to downtown development that will add to the beauty of Wolfville, but I adamantly object to the size, the appearance, and the capacity of the proposed building at 336 Main Street. I also want to just address what the president of the student council said. I haven't heard anything against students here at this meeting, and he seemed to think that a few people in the audience were against students. That's not, I don't think that's true in Wolfville. I think we're very much for students. Since the four-way stop has been installed at Gaspereau Avenue and Main Street, plus the opening of Pete's, and the new school on Locust Avenue, and the L'Arche moving into the old Anglican Church Hall, the traffic in that area of Main Street has become infuriating and frightening for someone trying to get into and out of Wolfville through the east end of Main Street. This development will immensely add to this traffic problem and also to Wolfville's serious parking problems, as there will not be enough parking spaces for the number of tenants, so they will look for other places in town to park. I manage a small student housing rental company. Most of my buildings are on Summer Street, which is really the main part of town. I'm only a block from Main Street. The largest number of students I have in any building is 10. I am driving by or am visiting my properties at least once a day. My students, tenants, know that I keep an eye, a very close eye, on my properties. They get emailed or telephoned when there is garbage left in the bins after the town pickup, when there are bottles and cans or garbage left on the properties, when windows are left open in the middle of the winter, and when there have been any complaints of any kind from the neighbors. I am very worried about 71 plus students living in this building with virtually no constant supervision. I am worried about the noise coming from all these balconies when the weather starts getting warm, what with air conditioners going full blast, the windows being wide open, the extremely loud music blaring constantly, and the voices of various gatherings of students on these balconies. I dread what I fear the impact is going to be on Main Street, Wolfville. Are visitors to, or even residents of Wolfville, going to want to shop in the stores near this building? The potential garbage problem has already been mentioned. Garbage is one of my most serious problems. The proper sorting, students using the bins provided, and getting their garbage ready every 2 weeks for pickup. I have a few balconies, back decks, fire escapes on my buildings, and when students gather for a party, they seem to enjoy throwing just about anything over the railing. Are we going to have an area around this building looking like a garbage dump? Who is going to be around to monitor all these potential problems? I sincerely believe that a job description for the person who is hired to keep an eye on this building needs to be included in the proposal for this development to make sure a building of this size and housing capacity does not become an extremely serious problem for this town. This development is also certainly going to affect my students in that if they rent out rooms for 2 days, 5 days, 30 days during the summer, my students will not be able to sublet their apartments. They will have a large market taken away from them for subletting their apartments. Also, in my opinion, from the proposed look of this building, it will not add to the beauty of Wolfville, but will be an eyesore.